What episode is this?
I do believe this is number 44, right?
44. We're nearly at 50.
Fucking getting up there, bro.
All right. And you've got your shirt done up today.
Yeah, mate. Nice and clean, crisp shirt from the legends at Meter. But, there's heaps less skin for you to perv on this week.
So just a warning, if you haven't seen last week, we do show a bit of skin.
You do.
My shirt kept on sort of spreading open throughout the episode. But you can't unsee last week's episode, but today we're fine.
We just M-rated.
Okay. Who's doing our intro today?
Someone fucking cool, I hope.
All right, let's play.
Hey, I'm Daniel Lee. I'm at the Meatstock 2025, so I'm inviting you guys to watch the Under Seasoned BBQ Show.
What a champion. It is Daniel Lee, and he's a very accomplished pitmaster in his own right, and he's the owner of Bark and Crust in Brazil.
Fuck yeah, such a top bloke too.
Yeah, he's a legend. And if you get the chance, Tuffy Stone, he's got a video on Daniel Lee and Bark and Crust. And I will say, to this day, it's probably the best steak that I've had at a restaurant.
Dead set, that's a big call.
Yeah, Bark and Crust, Daniel Lee, he cooks it in beef tallow and he cooks it in a josper. And the combination of those two things with some seasoning and obviously quality meat, it's all dry-aged meat, cooked in a josper with beef tallow, and it's phenomenal steak.
Sounds like a happy day.
Really, really cool. Okay, let's move on to the episode and what is inside this episode. Is another big one because the last one was long.
Oh, it's always a big one with this fucking countdown, mate. And on that, we're cracking into the top 30 this week.
Wow.
Which is awesome. We've also got the Grazing Table Pioneer, in our opinion, and a flight of chicken wings. But anyway, let's fucking hook in.
Rightio, let's get started with the dishes of the week. And speaking of chicken wings, these are those chicken wings.
Fuck yeah.
So, have you ever ordered a big bowl of chicken wings and they're great, but by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh, this flavour is just, I've had enough of it.
Yeah, I think we discussed this a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about pizza. How would you rather just the whole pie or heaps of different slices? Same goes with chicken wings. I love a heap of variety.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, Style Switch Barbecue and Brew, and I reckon they're one of the most underrated barbecue joints in Texas, but they've come to the rescue here with our chicken wing cravings.
Yeah, right. Ironically, we call it a flight.
Okay, so these ones here, oak smoked, orange chicken wings, and they're a nod to your favourite Chinese takeout dish. They're orange chicken wings.
Yeah, right. We don't do too much of the orange chicken over here. It's mostly just the old sweet and sour, but that would be fucking great.
I like the lemon chicken.
Yeah, lemon chicken's good.
So I'm assuming the orange chicken is much the same, and I just like the way they're mucking around with flavours.
Yeah, it's a beautiful colour too. Then you've got those green onions on top to give that bit of contrast and the crunch from the sesame seed. Happy days.
Yep. And these are oaked, smoked, Spy Thai wings, and they even have a little Thai dipping sauce there.
Fuck yeah, so good.
Bit of jalapeno on top. Last one, this is a Philly cheese dry rub wing, packing a cheesy punch. This is heaven.
Bro, I'm inspired now. We're going to have to get some wings on the menu.
That's amazing, is it not?
Fucking nice little flat there, eh?
So, on their regular menu, they have buffalo, of course, but they have Alabama white, honey barbecue, garlic parmesan, and lemon and pepper. And so their regular menu features 5 flavors that are all, pretty common, but they're popping in all these specials all the time. So just the fact that they're doubling down on these chicken wings and bringing in these future school barbecue flavors or whatever, where you're really starting to play with your flavors, it's a win for me, right? It goes down to your sushi train idea almost, where, you're trying a lot of stuff that's all completely different. And we did it with the pork belly burnt ends last week, but this chicken wing thing, I can get behind this as well.
Yeah, that'd be awesome too. And it's a bit less pressure on the kitchen staff too, because the chicken wings are easily accessible, pretty cheap, and much quicker cooked than some of these bigger cuts.
Yeah. So Style Switch, it's been around for a while. It's a really, really quality barbecue restaurant. You don't hear a lot about it. I think they only just made the top 50 this time around. But if you're in Texas or you go to Austin, make sure you hit them up. And they're hitting all the right notes with these chicken wings for me anyway.
Fucking oath, mate. I'm all about these little tasty morsels.
Okie dokie. Next one. This was posted by MLong14, and it says, remember when you were a kid and you experimented with food? This is why you should never stop. This is a pineapple pepperoni serrano pizza slice.
Is this the lactose intolerant version? Because I don't see much cheese.
No, there's no cheese on this pizza, or not much at all anyway. It's a tiny little bit of cheese, but I don't like pineapple on pizza, but I would smash this.
Mate, this is really talking to me, this slice of pizza here. I'm all about it.
So it looks like you've got like a serrano ham base, you've got pepperoni on top, there's pineapple, then there's also some jalapeno and the smallest amount of cheese, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I reckon the cheese might be underneath all that with the fact that there's a bit of burnt cheese up on the crust there, but I'm fucking keen, bro.
I'm just going to pause here for a second. If you're at home watching this show and it's a big screen and you're at home on your lounge, do you realise that you're watching two men dribble and salivate and discuss at length food? That's how you're choosing to spend your time.
And we appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that.
So if that is you, please give us a like right now, because I can't tell you how excited I get talking about stuff like this. I feel like an inner child talking about a toy, but it's not. It's pizza.
Yeah, the fat kid likes coming out in moments like this in me, that's for sure.
And you obviously love it too, so please give us a like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. But a comment goes a long way and a like goes a long way. So jump in right now and give us a like.
That's it. Show your mum, tell her to show her friends, and let's get this train a-rolling.
All right, lucky last this week, and this is not really a dish. It's some meat-inspired madness, and it was posted by Gus Wheatley. What's this?
It's an abomination. So what we've got here looks like a beef prime rib, then wrapped up in a pork belly.
Yeah, you've guessed right. And there's a lot of needles in it, keeping it together. Now, Gus, he says he's a bovine engineer and a pitmaster, and he says, I cook with fire and I love all things to do with meat. And I think he's used a little bit of meat glue here and wrapped this prime rib with pork belly.
Yeah, I remember the Cheat Meats guys did this sort of experiment a few years ago, and essentially what you're doing is you're cooking it hot so that crackle forms on the pork, and then the heat translates through into the steak. So you're getting perfectly done rare beef without sort of developing any crust, and then you've got the pork done at the same time. So essentially everything comes together the way you would want it done at the same time.
We're just about to watch the reveal. Oh, she's a bit rare in the middle.
It is
there.
still a bit rare, but you know, you could always just hit that on the
grill.
pan.
Yeah.
But fuck yeah.
Okay, so what he said was, I upped the level with fresh ingredients like a piccata style, and now these things are a permanent fixture at the butcher shop that he works at in the Northern Territory. It might even be his store, and it's called the Palmerston Quality Meats, and they have this for sale in the shop.
That's fucking cool. And I mean, you'd rather your pork to be done perfectly and your steak to be a little bit under than perfectly done steak and overdone pork.
Yeah, I agree. You can always just throw that straight on the grill, and I think it's going to get to where you get to in a couple of minutes.
Oh, fuck yeah. But no, it's good times.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? He also sent me this. So the madness continues in Darwin, which is where he's from. Now, Darwin's the northernmost capital of Australia. Is that right?
I do believe it is.
So he says once a year they do a Viking funeral. They get dressed up. 4,000 people get dressed up. They eat pigs on a spit. They eat smoked sausages and beef. And then when they're done eating, they then push a fake Viking body on this boat out into the ocean and they light it on fire.
Yeah, right. There must be a bit of Nordic influence there going on, but I'm about it.
I don't know. It's cool. But I thought I'd slip that in because I'm like, what the hell's this about?
That's real weird. You would not associate that with Darwin. It's just mostly like, where's the 13,000 crocodiles circling that fucking boat?
All right, let's move on. We've got some talking points.
Fuck yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a little while, and this one's an interesting one, and I'm going to play the video. It was posted by John Notto, and he calls this a redneck pool heater.
That kettle is screaming. That was up over 500 there.
So what are we looking at here?
So what we're looking at is we've got a couple of pipes going in and out of this kettle. He's got it screaming hot. I'd probably have those vents open, though, so it was running a bit hotter. But inside that kettle, I reckon he's got a heat exchange, which is basically a series of spiralling copper or stainless tubes. And what it does is one side, which would probably be the blue hose, brings in the cold water. It then circulates round, gets hot whilst it's in that pipe situation, and then gets shot back into the pool as hot water.
Yeah, it looks to me like he's got the bottom vent fully open, but the top vent is almost shut. So he's not getting maximum heat in this barbecue, which might hinder him a little bit while he's trying to get this pool warm. But he says, I used 2 bags of charcoal. They were $8 each. So it's $16 he's tried to get this pool warm. He said when he started, it was 74 degrees. And after 2 bags, the pool got to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So he's got another 6 degrees of warmth into the pool. He did say when he put his hand over where the water comes out, it was warm. So
it's a big fucking pool, though.
It's a huge pool, right? I feel like if he did this with maybe 10 bags, it might work, but it's probably not a very efficient way to heat the pool up, but it didn't have a happy ending.
Okay.
So he says 2 bags of charcoal, $16, all the time and effort that he's put into it. And then he said that night it rained and the pool went back down to 74 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, just hook up that heat exchange to a bathtub or a smaller pool, mate, and you'll have a heaps better time.
Yeah, all good, but worth an experiment.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, next up, we have found this Instagram profile that is flying under the radar. They only have 100 followers.
Let's get them up to 105.
They've posted like 100 times. They have 100 followers, and the profile is called Smokers in Texas. And what we are looking at here is a choo-choo train smoker.
A properly done one too. Like you've even got the undercover cabin area.
This thing's on a trailer. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man.
It's got a 3-axle, 6-wheeled trailer, so it's heavy as all can be. But it's a proper rendition of an old steam train, and it's a smoker. It's done really well.
It's done excellently.
All right, so they posted this on Smokers in Texas, and they say on the Instagram profile, just a daily smoker in Texas. Show us your pits. So they're encouraging people to send in photos of barbecues in Texas, and they kind of specialise in some quirky ones.
There's another train. That one's got a warming cabinet up near the chimney there, but this is fucking pretty random, eh?
Super random. This one looks like it's been left out in a field for quite some time.
It's not going anywhere. But
it's another train smoker.
Yeah.
How do you explain the next one?
It's the fucking inspiration behind the UFO cookers, mate. It's almost like a Dalek from Doctor Who.
So this thing is a huge UFO barbecue. Are they the heat inlets?
I don't know.
Oh, no, that's where the fire goes down the bottom, just like a big Weber ranch.
Yeah, right. And that's a bit of are they anything? They don't even look like they're hooked in. They're just sort of bolted onto the legs there, and I'm not sure even what they are.
I reckon they'd be little barbecues.
Could be.
So
yeah,
this one you might be running at a low and slow temperature, for example, and then these little ones are your grills.
Yeah, that's it. It'd be a perfect reverse sear machine.
That's what it is.
Fill the main cabinet full of steak and take them off as you need them and sear them on the grills.
This is why aliens are smarter than us.
Fucking oath.
Okay, what's this next one?
What the fuck is that one?
Don't know. It's like a banana smoker.
It definitely looks like it's abandoned.
Yeah. Why does it look like it's in the middle of like a horror set?
I'm not sure, dude. Well, you know, serial killers got to eat too. But yeah, it's random. It's got the firebox down the bottom, then it's sort of fed into one smoke chamber, which then bends around past a warming cabinet into another smoke chamber by the look of it, and then nice high exhaust.
Well, it's very creative.
It's fucking real creative.
I feel like if you had two of the, like you doubled the size of the smoker box and you did the same thing on the other side, you'd have a pretty unique smoker, right?
Yeah, you would.
All right, next one.
Just getting weirder. Are you sure this is not AI?
I don't even know what this is.
That's like some form of old silo by the look of it. And yeah, a lot of these are just homemade projects. So he's got a firebox there, then he's welded a big tank next to it, held up with some cinder blocks, a massive big chimney stack, and probably got to be about 8 foot tall to man this pit.
How many people are you cooking for where you go to yourself, hey, I need to build something like this?
A fair few, bro. Might be for the local county fair.
All right, go and give them a follow. They're called Smokers in Texas. And if you're into weird, quirky barbecues and pits, they've got a few normal looking ones too, but I only picked out the quirky ones. But go give them a follow, Smokers in Texas.
That's it. And if you've got a unique smoker, send it into them boys, or even better, send it to us.
Okay. Meet the Pitmasters.
Fuck yeah, who we got?
I do like this one here. I'm going to play a video next and I want you to talk me through what's happening.
Okay, I'll try my best.
All right.
Okay, so I've got a beautiful big grazing platter here with some nice little beef short ribs. That looks like some burnt ends. You've got some nicely cooked steak T-bones there, some tomahawks, pickles, a big cornbread casserole thing going on, and this looks like a grazing table after a masterclass or something like that.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this at home and you can't see it, you'd probably think that Sigh's talking about a nice platter of sort of like, you know, a McDonald's tray size platter of barbecue, but times that by 10.
That's it. You've basically got the big old plastic table that we've all owned at one stage or another, wrapped the whole table in butcher's paper, and that is now your serving board.
Yeah, and what is there, 20 beef short ribs there?
And the rest.
Yeah, you've got what looks to be maybe 50 kind of like pork burnt ends. You've got a couple of tomahawk steaks, heap of pulled pork, a lot of sides. That is a feast for a lot of people.
That's it. Lots of pickles scattered through there, some sausage. What else we got? Some bread there to mop it all up. And yeah, this is fucking cool.
Well, that's the photo.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to dissect when you see it laid out like that.
Now, for scale, if you look in the background, they are stainless steel workbenches that look to be about 1,800 wide. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this table is 3 metres. That's 3 metres chock-a-block of meat end to end.
Jesus.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It's a good size spread, mate.
And to me, it looks fantastic.
They're not dinner rolls at all. Are they turkey breasts?
I think they're too small for turkey breast and too big for chicken breast, so I'm going to go with turkey as well.
Yeah, right. That's fucking great.
But why have they cut them so thick?
Because turkey's great. Because that's how confident he is in how well he's cooked it.
Okay, so this next guy is the guy that's responsible for these barbecue grazing tables is what I'd call them, and he goes by the name Gus Face Griller, and he is in Perth, and he has a barbecue school called Perth Barbecue School, and he is the Perth Barbecue School principal.
Okay. He's also featured on the show before cooking pizza in the dryer.
He did a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
He was that guy. He says, I love teaching people my love of barbecue and sharing all of my food adventures. And it looks like he's got a class going here with about 20 people watching along.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Got a heap of little Weber kettles going on there. And yeah, it looks like a good time. Probably the end of a good afternoon of learning the love of low and slow.
Yeah, you'd be right. But before we jump into this, what is it with Perth? What's in the water over there?
I don't know, but they're going pretty well, aren't they?
You got Big Dons, you got Gus, you got David Ong. Like, they're fanatical about barbecue, and I feel like they're doing it on a level that rivals whatever's happening in America too.
I think Perth's known as the world's most isolated capital city, isn't it? So there's not much else to do over there. If you're not working FIFO or watching the Eagles get smashed every week, you're cooking barbecue.
That's all they've got left to do.
Exactly. But we're here for it.
Fucking AFL team lost again. Better go cook something.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a long fucking winter.
All right. Now, just before I stop short of calling them the barbecue capital of Australia, I can't. No fucking meat stock there.
No, exactly.
I can't have it.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on here. They don't just do meat either. This is an epic seafood-inspired barbecue grazing table.
Wow.
How many lobsters are there?
Yeah, that's it. I know when I was a young fella and I used to dive for lobsters in Tassie, I don't think there's a size limit to the lobsters in WA, and there's no rules on how you catch them. So you can literally just get yourself a hook, which is cheating, dive into a hole, pull out a fucking baby lobster, which is probably the best tasting, and cook it up and you're away.
It looks amazing. I'm going to get this wrong, but I'm going to say there is a heap of lobsters. There's a heap of sides of salmon. There looks like salmon steaks there as well. There's bowls of prawns. I don't know what that fish is, but maybe barramundi. I don't even really know what the rest of the stuff is, but whatever it is, it looks amazing.
Well, that's it. I mean, look at the char on that fish down in the bottom left. It could be some beautiful big, bits of swordfish that have been really heavily smoked and
you're right.
just
I reckon you're right.
flaking off. So good.
What's this?
That looks like a whitebait ceviche almost.
It does look a little bit like that, but I'm going to say it's a potato slaw, but it's shaped in like a fish shape.
Yeah, true.
See how it's got the nose and the mouth, or the mouth and the eyes?
Yeah, but there's some really big whole fish in the middle of the table there, so that's just going to be, where's the tortillas at, bro? You're just going fish taco town there, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, everyone else is lucky that he didn't send this in for Rate My Platter, because this would get really high marks for me, because I love barbecue and I love seafood.
Fucking oath.
All right, so he doesn't just do traditional American low and slow barbecue classes or just seafood, but this one over here looks like a pork-inspired platter as well. And when I say it's a platter, it's not a platter. It's a whole fucking table.
It's the whole fucking table. It's a Christmas platter. Look, the stuff in the middle shaped like the Christmas tree. You've got the big Christmas ham there. You've got the rolled porchetta. Mate, that's happy days.
How good does that pumpkin look?
Looks so fucking good. If you've ever had Christmas overseas, when I lived in the UK, it just doesn't feel the same because it's so fucking cold being in the middle of winter. But here in Australia, Christmas is usually one of the hottest times of year. So you want to cook something like this and just eat cold cuts in the sun.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I've done this a few times on the show, but I think he is the pioneer of these barbecue grazing tables, I would call it. I can't think of another name for it, but I don't think anyone else was doing this before he started doing it. And now I'm starting to see it pop up everywhere. I've seen people in the States start to do it. I've seen a lot of people in Australia start to do it, people in New Zealand as well. This whole do a class, lay all the barbecue out on one big table and then everyone have at it and make sure everyone gets the Instagram photo before you get started. I think it's gone viral a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. And, hurry up and take your fucking photos because the meat's going cold.
All right, so it doesn't matter what you're into. There is something for everybody on these platters, and he's outdone himself.
Fucking oath he has. You're a pioneer, bro.
All right. If you want to go to one of Gus's Perth barbecue school classes, you need to book 2 to 3 months ahead, or it books out. The classes are aimed at introducing people to the world of smoked meats, charcoal and wood-fired barbecues, as well as explaining the skill set of those who are already on their barbecue journey or are just getting started. So it doesn't really matter if you're just getting started or you're really into barbecue. You're going to get something out of these classes, and at the end of it, you're going to get a mad feed.
Yeah, fucking oath you are.
All right, tickets are available at perthbarbecueschool.com.
Hell yeah.
Top 50.
We are back. We're cracking into the top 30, bro.
All right, so the reason why I'm starting to get a little bit nervous as we count down through these people, it's not because I'm not happy with our top 50, but if you look at 50 to 150 and you look at the names that we aren't reading out on the show, there is a lot of heavy hitters that deserve to be in the top 50, but I just didn't have a room.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's a reason we're doing this, and it's because we are so overqualified in the fact that we bought this podcasting equipment. And, we have every right to tell people who is better than everyone else because of purely based on those requirements only.
All right, so what Sigh is trying to say is we don't fucking have many credentials, so don't get hurt by our opinions. It's just our opinion, right?
And by our, we mean Jay's opinion.
All right, I'm getting thrown under the bus. Let's go back through some of the criteria because it's been a while since we talked about this and people might have forgotten about it, right? But we are counting down from 50 to 1 on the show. Now, I won't go over all of it again for those that missed it, but if you're primarily about barbecue, you're cooking with fire, you're cooking with smoke, you're in meat and pits and grills, and if that's not your main thing, then unfortunately we left you out of this list.
Yeah, there's some decent names there, but fucking see ya.
There's some real big names in there, like Max the Meat Guy. I'm a big fan of him. Al Brown, I'm a massive fan of him out of New Zealand. All these people can cook barbecue, but unfortunately they're not primarily barbecue people.
That's it. And we had to keep it fair for all the guys that have got the skin well and truly in the game.
All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
So he's out. Salt Bay's gone.
Catch you, mate.
All right.
See ya.
And the one little thing to mention is this is not really a top 50, it's a top 150. So by the time we get to number 1 on underseasoned.com, which is not live yet, but will be when we get to number 1, we're going to release the entire 150. So if you didn't make the top 50 and you're a bit of a personality or you think that you're influential in barbecue, go and have a look at that list. You'll probably find yourself on there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. And we're starting at number 30 today.
This is a big one to fall this early.
Yes, it is. And he is the big hog at Blues Hog. And he is Tim Shear.
This is crazy.
So Tim was one of the pioneers of the hot and fast method that completely transformed competition barbecue. It literally flipped competition barbecue on its head. He literally took KCBS by storm when he arrived on the circuit. He's the owner of the Blues Hog brand, including the legendary Blues Hog sauce, which I would say most, if not all, competition barbecue teams in America have either on their meat and or part of their sauce recipe.
Yep.
That's how popular it became.
I mean, everyone here in Australia's tried it too, so it's a
great sauce.
It's a very great sauce and a very recognisable flavour profile too, and there's a good reason why everyone keeps using it.
100%. And he is the 2022 winner of the Memphis in May. He was the overall grand championship, so that's a massive big kudos there. He is the co-founder of the Barbecue League, which is an online platform focused on barbecue education. He's the owner of the Maple Ridge Farms. He also sponsored and they won an Xfinity NASCAR series this year with Blues Hog branding on the car.
Fuck yeah. And tell us about the Gateway drum smokers.
So he invented the Gateway drum smokers. That's his baby. Now, I don't think the technology was invented by him, but the Gateway brand and the way it works, I think he kind of perfected that into almost a household name within competition barbecue.
Yeah.
Like at one point, I remember everybody who had an offset smoker literally overnight ordered one of these drums.
Yeah, bloody oath.
So Blues Hog, it's a worldwide known barbecue brand of sauces. I think they do charcoal as well. Gateway drums, world barbecue champion.
Super nice guy.
He is.
He was here at Meatstock 2019, I think. He came to Melbourne.
And how's his luck? First time he sponsors a NASCAR, wins.
Yeah, it's, probably a bit of inside knowledge going on in there, but yeah, fucking good on him.
Well, the original driver was sick or something was wrong with him, so he had a stand-in driver and that guy won.
Yeah, sick.
All right, next. It's Miguel Raya.
Never heard of him. Tell me more, though.
Rightio. You might not have heard of him, but a lot of other people have. He's otherwise known as Cooking with Fire.
Of course I fucking heard of him.
He has 10 million followers across Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and he has had 950 million views on YouTube in just 5 years.
Wow.
And it's all barbecue-based. It's all meat-based. It's all outdoor cooking-based. It's grilling. Some of the recipes he's put together are pretty cool, if you ask me. But the amount of people that are following him, use his content, get inspired by his content, and that he has inspired to get involved into barbecue, outdoor cooking, or grilling is phenomenal. Like nearly 1 billion views.
Yeah, that's really good.
So he's done collaborations with brands including Hasty Bake, Primal Kitchen, and Loco Cookers, and that's number 29, Miguel.
So good. And a bit of a shout out there, he's using Al Frigoni's chimichurri rub too, so even the guys at the top of the list seek inspiration from their peers.
Yeah, there you go. Al was a bit back, wasn't he?
Yeah, Al was in the 40s, I think.
Yeah, I love Al. Al's an inspirational pitmaster in his own right, but 10 million followers, you can't deny the guy is just, he's right up there. When it comes to social media, they don't get much bigger.
Well, that is the definition of influential, isn't it?
Correct. But it's not all about social media, and this next one will prove it because I don't even think she has social media.
Yeah, right. Oh, everybody recognises that photo, surely.
And in number 28, it's Tootsie Tominets.
I just dropped the mic.
I don't even think she's got social media.
That's fucking cool though, isn't it?
And she doesn't need to.
No, that's exactly right.
So she is the living embodiment of Texas barbecue tradition, and she has proved almost single-handedly, I will tell you this, that old school barbecue can hang with new school barbecue.
Fuck yeah, for sure, bro.
I reckon if she has to hang her hat on anything, it's that. I think new school barbecue kind of made old school barbecue irrelevant in some ways. Like the history and the tradition and the nostalgia will never, ever go away. But the quality of barbecue got surpassed by new school barbecue, but not Tootsie, not Snow's. They seem to have elevated that barbecue into a realm where people are prepared to get there at 2 o'clock in the morning and line up.
We can still make old school barbecue better and stay in those parameters. It's just by just refining a few things, maybe upgrading the quality of your meat. And, I don't want to sort of step too far in the realm of telling people how to do things, but things can always be refined and improved, but stay true to tradition.
Yeah. There is something in America where people value tradition over sometimes improvement. They want to go back and they want it to be like it was when they were a kid.
Yep.
And when their father took them there and when his father took them there. And there's something in that. And she's the embodiment of that. But she has made it so cool and so good that she's become an icon.
Bloody oath. Still hand shovels daily, doesn't she?
Well, not daily. It's only open once a week. That's probably why she's still going, to be honest, because it's a tough job and no one really works harder than her. I've seen her in action. She's the legendary pitmaster at Snow's Barbecue in Lexington, in Texas, and they were twice ranked #1 by Texas Monthly, different times. So not only I think they won it in something like, don't quote me, but 2008, and then came back and won it again in like 2016.
Yeah, right. So what does Tootsie cook? She handles the hogs and the links, doesn't she? And Clay does the rest.
She does the links, and I want to say she might also do the turkey, and I know she does the pork as well. And she does all those in sort of like brick pits, I would say, but she's got the coals going underneath it, and she's the one shoveling them all.
Yep.
There's no one doing it for her.
No.
She's a Barbecue Hall of Fame inductee. She's featured on Chef's Table Barbecue on Netflix, and that's a big deal in its own right as well.
Fuck yeah. We salute you, Tootsie.
Now, one last thing I think is important about this lady. I don't think there's another pitmaster on the planet that has been photographed more than Tootsie. And by that I mean, hey, can I have my photo with you? She'd be #1.
Yeah,
I can't think of anyone that would beat her.
Yeah, we're not talking about any of you pitmasters out there that have got a phone full of selfies.
All right, Tootsie, she comes in at number 28, and I'm sort of proud of this one in the fact that I think a lot of lists that people put together about influential people in barbecue, they're just going to the social media stats, they're kind of looking at their numbers, and then that's how they're influential. But we're taking into account more of that, and we're also weighing it up as well. And even though she's got no social media, she's got no following on social media, she hasn't, as far as I know, written a cookbook. I haven't seen her appear as guest pitmasters anywhere, but her influence on this barbecue community will last long after she's gone.
Well, the fact that she doesn't have those things just means that she holds so much more weight in the game.
100%, 100%. Now, mark that, because that's going to become important later on too when we get down through this list.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, number 27, Jose Almero. Do you know him?
Yeah. No, I don't.
So he has turned Truscadas into Brazil's biggest barbecue channel. He has 2.5 million followers on YouTube and 250 million views. And he's a household name in Brazil. And look at this.
Man, this is just evidence that when the Brazilians get into something, they fucking get right into it, don't they?
He is. And look, not only has he got a crazy big social media following, but he's the creator and organizer of a festival called Truscadas, not to be confused with Truscada. So it's a slightly different name, but it's one of Brazil's leading barbecue festivals. It's been around since 2019. He's also the author of the cookbook Truscadas, The Pleasure of Meat. And he's also done brand partnerships with Tramontina, Swift, Ribs, and Essenbahn.
Yeah, right. He's into it.
So when it comes to Brazil, he's an icon.
Fucking oath he is. And the fact that if you're a household name, it means you're translating your craft across to people that aren't necessarily looking for it too, which is holds a lot of weight.
So huge social media following, household name in Brazil, got his own festival, done cookbooks. He's ticking a lot of boxes.
Bloody oath he is.
Okay, last but not least for today, it's number 26, Lennox Hasty.
Yeah, cool.
Did you ever watch Chef's Table Barbecue?
No, I didn't, but I'm excited to go back and do that now.
So he's the founder and the head chef of Fire Door, which is one of the world's only restaurants where they cook everything over live fire. That's his whole claim to fame. He's featured on Netflix's Chef's Table Barbecue, which was massive, and I think he was on the second episode. I think he was after Tootsie. He's the author of Finding Fire. He's been a guest pitmaster at Vivid, Tasting Australia, and the Melbourne Food and Wine Festival. So the reason why he's so high up on this list is because he made barbecue chefy. And I think that's a big deal because barbecue has always been this kind of like Texas Southern roots style, gritty, people aren't trained. And he took the philosophy of fire, low and slow, and smoke, and he kind of rolled that up and made it into fine dining. And other people have been there before him and other people will come after him. But I just think at that point in time when Chef's Table hit, it became a revelation for a lot of people about what they could do in the kitchen with fire.
Well, that's it. Like YouTube's cool and all, but Netflix is a fucking another level. I mean, we're on YouTube. Come on.
Didn't they check your ID when you signed up?
No, mate, they just saw that we had some podcasting gear and they were sweet as.
All right, Lennox, congratulations on your position in the list, and we're halfway.
We're halfway, bro. That today, though, there was some big guys falling into the fire.
Yeah, there was a lot of big hitters that have been crossed off the list, and I promise you there's a lot more to come.
Oh, I'm excited, though, because if those guys have dipped out already, the calibre of what's to come is going to be exceptional.
Yep. All right, stay tuned. Make sure you tune in every week. This is your opportunity to, if you disagree with us, leave a comment, right? The algorithm loves annoyed people in comments. We have learnt this the hard way when videos go viral. The more triggered you can get, that would be great.
Yeah, bloody oath. I start some arguments in the comments and direct all your hate mail towards Jay. He runs the account and, yeah, happy days.
All right, moving on. We have the segment Rate My Barbecue, and this is where people send in their barbecue to be expertly rated by the one and only Sigh Luxton.
Yes, because I have so many barbecue credentials to hang my hat on. And
do you like to eat?
I do.
All right. You qualified.
Certainly do.
You qualified.
Bloody oath. But I've probably rated more platters now than I've eaten. Through the magic of technology.
Okay, let's get on to the next one. And it was sent in to us by And She Barbecues. And her name is Charlotte. She's a self-titled pit mistress, and she's from the Rolling Coal barbecue team. And her aim is to raise the profile of females in barbecue. And this is the platter that she has sent you.
Well, she's obviously gone for the bribe here because that sexy-looking butcher's paper that she sent in, I designed all the artwork on that. So she's trying to persuade me there. But look, this is a full-course dinner. You've got desserts, you've got drinks, you've got your proteins and your sides all jam-packed. My main gripe is there's only about 10% of this is actually barbecued meat. So she's losing a few points there, but I mean, there looks like to be some barbecued brownie, some barbecue crumble of some sort, some croquettes, but
So before you give it a score, let me just go through the brief. So this was in a competition. She says the brief for this platter was 3 proteins, 2 sides minimum, and must fit in the supplied tray. Now, keep that in mind because that tray really doesn't do this platter any justice, right?
No.
But that's the tray they were given, so just take that into account. If it was a nice flat tray, she'd probably lay this out a whole lot better than what she has. There's pork belly skewers, Hawaiian-style Korean beef short ribs, pulled lamb neck, kumara croquettes, a baked potato casserole, mac and cheese, cucumber and pineapple salad. There's garlic roti, there's smoked choc brownie and smoked apple crumble and ice cream and spiked strawberry lemonade. That's all of the things.
it is. And you've sort of changed the game here by saying it had to fit into that supplied platter, which, yeah, is a bit of a fucking bogey. But, I mean, yeah, I'm just sort of just wondering where all the beef and the meat is there. So I'm going to have to sit around the 7.7.
7.7.
Yeah, it's sort of about the ground where a lot of these platters are falling. We've still got a lot of room at the top, but, you know, no one's bombing out, that's for sure.
All right, so we're going to give it the score, 7.7. There it is up there.
In my expert opinion too, don't forget that part.
So just so you know, it scored first place at Smoking Coast this year, and it was scored under the SCA, the State Cook-Off Association format, and it earned a perfect score of 204.5.
Fuck, now I feel shit. Nah, good times. I'm really excited about this new trend of judging platters.
Yeah, so if you've got a platter, send it in to us. We'd love to judge it.
I'd love to judge it, you mean?
So I would love to judge it. And if he gets it wrong, I'll rub his nose in it a little bit. All right, up by Sigh. This is a cracker. Tell me about it.
Righto, so this is for my mate Clayton Pickworth, who every year he runs a couple of bodyboarding contests, particularly in the art of drop knee, which is a form of one knee up, 1 foot up on the board style of riding the bodyboard. And this year we're taking the party back down to Urban Surf in Melbourne and hosting the Pool Party Volume 2. And basically Urban Surf is a man-made wave machine, and Clayton runs some contests down there. And this year the legends at BYD have jumped on board as a sponsor. So here we've depicted the drop knee monster getting up and snapping the move in the pool in the back of the BYD Shark.
What kind of party is it?
It's the pool party. Someone actually owned the rights to pool party, so we had to change it up a bit.
Crying out loud.
Yeah, but us New South Welshmen, or the natives, quite often they roll over their O's when there's a double O, like pool and school and cool and stuff like that. So that's why the old pool party was being conceived.
Right. It's a cracking design, and it reminds me of the little sculpture that you normally have in the background here, but is it there?
Yeah, the rat finks up the back there. Yeah, this is definitely a Fink-inspired artwork, that's for sure, with the Fink monster going on there and the fluoro green skin. But I just love working with that colour palette. The fluoros just really speak to me.
Right. It's an awesome design. And if you've got a design that you would like Sigh to do on a T-shirt, don't fucking give it to him because too busy.
Too busy filming fucking podcasts.
No, but seriously, if you harass him enough, he might do it for you. But I didn't tell you that. Okay, tattoos. Tattoos. Let's move on. You were a tattoo artist in a former life. I'm going to play this one and I'm going to talk over the top of it at the same time. It was sent to us by Wario Andretti, and he's a tattoo artist from Lexington in Kentucky. He's from the Penumbra Tattoo Studio, and he says, did a little meat wad sushi on myself. Since no one grabbed it yet, I've tons of ATHF flash available. What does all that mean?
ATHF is the Aquatine Hunger Force, which was an animated Adult Swim production, probably from about 15, 20 years ago. So it was, I guess you could almost call it similar to like your Beavis and Butthead audience, that sort of thing. But yeah, it consisted of three characters, three fast food characters. There was Master Shake, Meatwad, and Frylock. But yeah, these are little Meatwad inspired fast food items turned into tattoos.
Yeah, so he said that he drew this, no one got it tattooed, so he tattooed himself.
Fuck yeah, I've done that plenty of times. We used to have a rule where if you set up your station and you had a no-show, you had to tattoo yourself.
Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's definitely a thing when the shop's quiet.
Right, that's what I think has happened here, I guess. So these are some other tattoos he's done, and he says, I'm a huge fan of the show.
Aquatine Hunger Force or us?
No, the tattoo artist.
He's a fan of us?
Yes.
Yeah, sick.
He says, I keep your show on loop while working from home. It's not barbecue related, these tattoos, but I thought I'd share my food tattoos and some I've done. And what is this, a duck banana and a ramen?
So that's another Aquatine Hunger Force adaptation there. That's Master Shake as a bowl of ramen. You are right.
Okay, and what's the banana duck about?
Fucked if I know. It's cool though.
All right, so this is another tattoo that he did, and it's not really food related. Well, it is a little bit, but what he says is some fun mother and her son got matching olive branches today at the Penumbra Tattoo Studio. And it looks like mum has gone in with the son and they've both got matching olive branches. Now, I'm not sure what the reference here is, but I love olives. And if my daughter said, let's get a matching olive tattoo, I would get one.
Look, I'm reading between the lines here and I reckon this artist has been absolutely stitched up because I've been in this situation before where people come in and say, hey, we want matching tattoos. Sweet, what do you want? Cool, where do you want it? The first person says, here. On my forearm. Beautiful spot to tattoo. So you breeze through that. You get the stencil ready to do the next one and you're like, where do you want yours, mate? And he goes, on my fucking hip or on my ribs. And you're just like, fuck, I should have done that first.
There is a nipple up there, isn't there?
No, it's a belly button, bro.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's the undies for sure. That's right on his hip.
Is that why the lines are a bit wobbly?
Yeah, it's because it's really awkward skin. I mean, tattooing the forearm there is just beautiful skin to tattoo. It's nice and firm. You don't have to stretch and move too much. But yeah, when you're tattooing over bone and soggy skin in those torso-y areas, you got to work a little bit harder.
All right, but he's done good here. I like the colour palette.
Oh, he's done well.
All right, thanks for sending that in. We appreciate it. We appreciate you watching the show.
Fuck yeah, we do.
We've got another follower.
That's it. I love it when people are actually vocal and reach out and tell us they watch the show. That's cool.
Yeah, awesome. All right, on the menu, I am hungry.
Yeah, bro, all this looking at beautiful, tasty smoked meats, and now it's time to eat something.
Okay, what is this?
Not meat.
What do you mean not meat? You got a bit of bacon there?
We've got a bit of bacon, mate. But yeah, every Aussie at one stage or another has probably had homemade zucchini slice. So today I'm doing a bit of a barbecue twist on it. We're going to add some jalapeno and cheese and cook it in the smoker.
Okay, so to get started.
Righto, so we've got our cashews chopped up. There's about a cup there. And this is almost just a cup of everything in this recipe. So I'm not one for traditional measurements when I'm doing something like this. And so, yeah, all the dry ingredients go in first. So we've got the cashews. We're going in with a cup of polenta, a cup of plain flour. Then we're also adding in just a bit of a pinch of baking soda. Also going in with some salt. So once we've got all those in the bowl, we're going to give it a basically quick mix just to combine them all. We don't want to overwork it. Then we're going to add our cheese and our jalapenos. And then we're just going in with our veggies. So I've got the red onion in there. So the red capsicum goes in there too. Then we're adding the bacon, giving it all a bit of a mix.
You dropped the bowl in there.
Dropped the bowl, mate. You know, I'm a master of everything here, mate. I'm filming, chopping and cooking and looking after 3 kids at the same time. Now, to give this a bit of a zhuzh, I've hit it with some Damn Yankee, their beef blend. Now, while I'm doing this, the cayenne pepper that's in there has vaporised and I've taken a giant big breath in and nearly fucking choked myself while making this. So, Shane, I hope you're happy, bro. Your rub's killer. And, yeah, so also, too, at the end, we're starting to add all the wet ingredients now. So we've gone the zucchini because, as you know, if you've ever grated up a zucchini, it is quite wet. So mixed it all together. Then we're adding our eggs. I've put a bit of milk in there too, just so the eggs go a little bit further because, you know, we can't all afford eggs these days. So throwing that in, and I'm going to give that a mix with the hand just so that I can get a feel for the texture of it. And if you need another egg, add it in. But once it's sort of gone, I guess, that pasty muffin texture, that's when you know you're in the right place.
Okay, so pasty muffin.
Pasty muffin texture, that's what I look for. Not too wet, but not too dry.
Okay, so it's a little bit soupy, but it's still got a bit of solidness about it.
Yeah, it's still holding itself together. So, yeah, we've got the Traeger at 405 there just because it's a nice odd number in Fahrenheit. Nice and clean there. The grill probably needs a bit of attention. But, yeah, throwing it in, probably gone for about an hour just until the edges have crisped up and voila.
Okay, all right. Well, in the Traeger, something that you can give the kids that hides a bit of veggies, I feel.
Bloody oath it is, mate. Yeah, you hide this. The kids didn't really go near this one with the added touch of the hot rub and the jalapenos, but yeah, I find something like this is a good way to hide the veggies in there. But also, too, like if you make one of these on a Sunday, you've pretty well got lunch for the week.
Rightio. Okay, well, bring it out. And when you bring it out, I'm going to grab some of our matte black hot sauce.
Hell yeah, the curried tomato will go perfect with this one.
Okay, so we've got the stunt cam out here. That looks good. And you're going to hit it with a bit of sauce, hey?
Hell yeah, bro. This is zucchini burnt ends. Probably go them end bits.
Rightio. So what's it called again?
Smoked bogan zucchini slice. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Don't forget to cheers. It's smoky.
I love the texture, too, of all the different things going on. Good bit of heat. That sauce is impeccable.
Sauce is great. This is a great little lunchbox filler for work.
It is, mate. Could be a barbecue side, too.
Yeah.
It'd look good on a sushi plate, mate, going around a barbecue sushi train.
I think we're going to talk about that in future episodes.
I reckon someone else needs to make it happen.
All right, that's a winner.
Whoosh.
You keep throwing stuff into recipes and it just works. You don't even really know your volumes.
No, I literally do just make up a lot of stuff. I mean, if you've got a bit of a base idea, you know, like a soup, a slice, something like that, you kind of just build off it.
All right, that's amazing. And I love the sort of like crispy, charry edge to it that you get from putting it in a smoker.
Yeah, well, essentially, I mean, we have cheated a bit here. It's kind of double smoked because I baked it, then brought it in, sliced it, and then re-smoked it. So that's why everything's got beautiful burnt edges.
Oh, it's good.
Double carcinogenic goodness.
All right, that's a win. You should try it at home.
Hell yeah, send it in.
Okay, let's move on to our fuck-up of the week.
Hell yeah. Why is this at the end now, bro?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like the algorithm was against us because it doesn't like swearing. I mean, you swear a lot on the show.
Fuck yeah, we do.
Starting with the fuck-up of the week's probably not a good idea.
Not when your kids watch it.
But we're not going to cut it out. We're just going to put it at the end.
Yeah, my kids are bored by this stage, so no swearing.
Okay. All right. So this one was posted by Marlon Cano, and he's a real estate agent in Tampa Bay, and that's all I know. You ready?
Well, he's certainly not a barbecuer.
What are we looking at here?
What the fuck even was that at the start? Is that a whole hog?
So there's a whole hog there. It's completely on fire. There's no putting that thing out.
No, and it kind of looks like early in the day too, so it's probably only the start of the cook too. So I don't know if this might be one of those processes where you're burning the hair off the pig before you skin it, but I don't think it is.
Nah, I think it's a pretty serious fat fire. They've probably just got a bit too much heat underneath it.
Yeah, real estate agents.
Well, I did slow it down here a little bit. Now, if you notice, here's the fun part, right? Old mate says to the other guy, hey, I've got a bucket of water here. Let's put this thing out. He chucks the bucket of water into the flaming pig and he accidentally chucks the entire bucket in there as well. Water, bucket and all.
That's it. He's probably adding a bit of plastic to the fire too now.
So now he's got a pig on fire and a plastic bucket on fire.
That's it. Unplug it at least so you're not going to have an electrical fire to go with it.
All right. That's the end of the episode.
That's it, mate. Things are getting hot.
I know. We are counting down this top 50 and it's only going to get more and more exciting.
Oh, it's starting to get controversial, isn't it, with a lot of should have been higher guys falling off the fence.
All right. Let us know what you think of our top 50 so far. Leave us a comment and a like.
Like, subscribe, all that, and see you next Tuesday.
See ya.